Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Let's start. It's a Saturday morning. Yeah, sorry to uh, disturb your Saturday, but I think it's already November and we should start reminding you about AE chapters. Yeah. So before we start, let's recite a doa. Anybody? Guys, boleh bacakan doa? Silakan. Siapa boleh baca doa?
Saya boleh tak?
Okay, silakan. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 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 Yang muslimin wa ala sabihin. Wa barakatuh alaina nikmataka wa syukrana. Wa daim rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Wa taqabbal minna du'ana innaka antas samiul alim. Innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Wa atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam Muhammad. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Farid. Alright. Okay. So today I will go over chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 briefly. Yeah. Just to remind you what are the things you need to update in your AE. Yeah. Okay, so let me start with a little housekeeping matters, yeah, to ask about your progress with AE, yeah. Okay. Siapa kat sini dah collect data? Alright, cuba thumbs up. Good. Hazim sudah, Zaini sudah, Dira, right. Okay. Fakria pun sudah, Amalin, ya, Adriana. Oh, okay. Quite a number of you have collected data and that is a good news lah, ya. Okay. Great. Siapa tengah in the process of collecting data? Ada juga ke? Takut turtle sikit. Ada juga yang tengah nak collect data. It's okay. At least you are in the process of collecting data. Cukup masa lagi? Sempat lagi. This is baru nak start November ni. Tapi kena pick up lah ya. Collect data. So since many of you have collected data, so I think you should go to number 2, starting to analyze data. Yeah, so that is a good progress. At the same time, you can start refining your chapters 1, 2, 3. I hope not many of you were asked to change topic at the beginning of seeing your supervisor. Ada ke? Yeah. Because if you have to change topic, then you have to rewrite your chapters 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Worst scenario. Number 6. Who have not contacted or consulted their supervisor? Siapa berani angkat tangan sini? Ada ke? Yeah. Okay. If you have not contacted or consulted your supervisor, that is a red light lah ya. Sebabnya this should not be the case, and quickly after this, immediately for whatever reason your fault ke, his or her fault ke, you do have to contact your supervisor. If you have any problem, you need to talk to somebody, you can always contact me. Text me, nombor saya ada kan. You can always ask for my advice or help lah. Because at the end of the day, it's your supervisor who will give you your grade. Bukan saya, bukan Dr. Yati or anybody else. So it's one-to-one macam course biasa saja. So your supervisor will determine your grade. So if you do not have a good relationship with your supervisor, you make or do something that he or she does not approve, nanti it will affect your grade. Yeah. Okay, sebelum saya lupa, let this be an informal session. Yeah. I just want to remind you of few things about AE. So if you have any question throughout, yeah, you are free to stop me and ask question. Yeah, if you or you can write in the chat box. Tapi saya tak nampak chat box at the moment. Yeah, dekat webpage ni. So if anybody boleh tolong bacakan pun boleh kalau ada soalan timbul-timbul throughout my talk. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, this is a Gantt chart. Everybody knows a Gantt chart, yeah. Tapi saya tak sempat betulkan cantik-cantik. This is from my previous slide, yeah. Last night we just arrived from Kuching, Sarawak for a conference, so I did not have enough time to cantikkan slide ni. But a Gantt chart is how you organize your schedule, yeah, for the whatever work you have. So this is from 2 years ago, semester October. So the timing is about the same. You can see for collecting data, October, November, yeah, you should be finished by November, hopefully, yeah. Paling lambat pun awal Disember tu okay lah ya, tapi dah consider late kalau you dah masuk December. So I remind my supervisors semuanya habiskan collect data. Siapa yang belum ada seorang dua in November. Yeah. Especially if you are doing it with your school students, ya, sekolah kena tahu takwim kalender sekolah bila diorang nak cuti ke, ya. Dah habis tahun ke, I'm not sure about the new calendar system of the school. So take note of your target respondents punya schedule, ya, so that you boleh collect data bila time yang sesuai dengan your respondents, yeah. But on your schedule, you must target to finish it by the end of November. That should be a good time. November now is already 5th of November. So this week lepas saya punya talk ni, ya, especially petang ni, if you are doing quantitative, you will get or can get some ideas on how to start analysing your data, ya. Kalau you buat interview pun, you boleh start dah sikit-sikit. Qualitative nanti ada talk on thematic and content analysis. You can learn more about how to analyse your data. And the whole December, you should work on analysing data and writing chapters 4 and 5. Okay, so write chapters 4 and 5, finalize all chapters, yeah. Continue to work on your appendixes, yeah. Your survey nak letak dekat appendix, your kalau ada surat kebenaran ke, yeah. That would be a nice thing to add on to your appendix. Kalau you buat activities untuk collect data, you can add on pictures, photos, yeah. Refine your references. This is important. Don't leave it until the last minute. Just keep compiling your references. Add on to your literature review. Yeah, chapter 1, 2, 3 are still open for you to refine. Yeah, so this is the time to revisit your chapter 2 especially. Dulu masa buat proposal, buat mungkin cukup-cukup makan je kan untuk pass your research method, but now you do have time to add on to your literature. And for this year, this semester, students submit all chapters to supervisors 23rd of January, so that should be a red mark on your calendar. Maksudnya by 23rd, if not earlier, kalau earlier lagi bagus lah ya, kalau you dah siap all 5 chapters, you boleh give to your supervisor for early checking. Yeah. So kalau bagi last minute to 23rd January, supervisors have 1 week to check your chapters, then give feedback, and then you betul-betulkan lagi supaya finally you submit, you must submit the final copy 6th of February. So this will determine your grade. Apa yang you submit on 6th of February will be evaluated by your supervisor. So please write this down in your diary or calendar dekat your desk study ke apa, supaya you tak leka dengan tarikh-tarikh yang penting. Keep up your progress, because doing research is all between you and you and you. Supervisor tu macam tolong-tolong aja kan but the great work, the most part of the work is done by you. So kalau you ada issues, ada problems with collecting data, with writing ke apa, jangan biarkan senyap-senyap suffer seorang. Get help, tanya kawan, tanya lecturers, semua pun pandai tentang research, how to do this, how to write that, and you can always come to me for help even though you are not my supervisors, boleh je tanya apa-apa soalan lah yang berkaitan. Okay. So reminders, maybe I should go through. Always, number one, always keep in touch with your supervisor through WhatsApp, through email, Tapi now dah face to face, bolehlah pergi visit, supervisors. And this communication can also be your proof of consultation if later you need to show evidence in case of upcoming issues, sekali-sekala ada juga isu supervisor kata you tak siapkan kerja, but at the same time you buat kerja you and you finish your all 5 chapters and you want to contradict with your supervisor, and then you report to Dr. Yati or me that you have indeed finished your chapter 5 and can somebody please grade your AE. So kalau berlaku konflik yang macam ni, saya Dr. Yati terpaksa mintalah evidence that you have contacted your supervisor, you have tried to various attempts to remind him or her to visit or to ask questions. So WhatsApp yang macam ni semua simpan je dulu dalam handphone, supaya kita boleh tengok, oh betul you have try your heart, tapi maybe supervisor pula ada issue, so then we can help you. Kalau main cakap-cakap je nanti kita tak boleh senang-senang hati go against a supervisor, that is not polite. Number 2, there have been cases where supervisors did not approve students' last minute submission. Okay, ni penting ni, tak semua supervisor baik hati macam saya, last minute pun saya accept. So please know your supervisor and know that kalau dia memang strict on lambat-lambat ni dia tak layan, so you better back up. Cepat-cepat contact dia, cepat-cepat bagi kerja, tunjuk progress, dia naklah tengok your work, tapi kalau tiba-tiba dah lama you tak contact dia, tiba-tiba you submit, 5 chapters I'm done, nanti dia akan question, tak tunjuk saya pun, saya tak tahu pun, students do work on their own, and then yang parah sekali dia tak nak grade your AE. So do not risk your graduation by getting a TL tidak lengkap, because you have not met your supervisor and have not shown your progress from time to time. Kalau worst case lah dia tidak respond to your text ke, dia lambat ke, ialah lecturers pun sibuk, just give your chapters, dekat WhatsApp tu bagi je 1 chapter, 2 chapter ke, the whole chapters yang you nak dia, and then again keep the proof, supaya nanti kita boleh tengok lah betul that you have attempted to meet or talk to your supervisor. Number 3, tadi reminder dah ada, if you have not collected data yet, now is November, please do so quickly. Senang je, get your instrument ready, approved by your supervisor, and discuss about ways to distribute your survey, ya. Nak conduct interview macam mana, ya. Sorry, ini semua masa restricted movement order dulu tak boleh keluar kan. Tapi sekarang boleh je nak collect data face to face ataupun nak buat online, still boleh, ya. You can just discuss with your supervisor. Number 4, also discuss with your supervisor about reduced number of sample, respondents, change of design ke, teknik ke, ya, due to limited time. Ini kalau dulu due to limited accessibility, tapi kalau now already November, you are still only about to collect data, so maybe you want to negotiate with your supervisor, nak adjust cara collect data ke, number of respondents ke apa ke, supaya make sure you finish collect data in November. Yeah, that is my advice lah. And number 5, always spend time to refine your writing and formatting throughout the weeks. Don't leave until chapters are written, then only focus on formatting. Okay, maksudnya dari awal lagi, kejap lagi saya tunjuk all the required subtopics in the chapters, ya. Yeah. So terus formatkan your writing, ya, numbering of subtopics, numbering of tables, figures, ya, pages, margin, nanti senang. Kat ujung-ujung tu just touch up sikit sana sikit sini. Ya. Kalau dari awal ni masih draft, nanti dekat ujung dia file up pula. Yeah, so these are reminders for you. Okay, so far so good. Ada question, tanya je ya. Okay, this is the chapters in academic exercise. Ya, insyaAllah nanti saya share slide ni dengan you all ya. Dengan recording nanti saya akan uploadkan. You have abstract, table of contents, and then list of tables, list of figures. Yeah, you have chapters 1. The main title is introduction, but the small title ada juga 1.1 introduction. Yeah, background of study, statement of problem, blah 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 sampai habis. 1.6 hypothesis if you are doing quantitative, ya. Kalau you buat kualitatif tak perlu hypothesis, so the numbering might change lah, ya. And 1.10 ya, yang semua in orange ni kalau you nampak conclusions all chapters, ya. Kalau satu chapters you buat conclusion, semua chapters pun nicely ada conclusion. Ataupun sometimes you buat summary kan. 1.10 tu you nak buat summary, a short 1 or 2 paragraph, then all chapters pun ada summary. Yeah, that would be a nice format lah. Chapter 2 literature review, yeah, nanti I will briefly talk about how to write it, yeah, introduction, and then you have subtopics, yeah. Don't forget your conceptual framework, and lupa juga saya nak tambah theoretical framework if ada, ya. Okay, chapter 3, research methods, yeah, all the necessary and almost most important chapter, yeah, of a thesis, because chapter 3 tells about the actual things that you do for your data collection. Chapter 4, okay, siapa yang dah tak sabar-sabar nak menulis, yeah, this is how to write it. I will again brief you later, yeah, how to write it. Introduction, demographic details, yeah, and write according to your research questions. And chapter 5 also ada introduction, summary, discussion of findings, and then organized according to your research questions, and then ada implications and recommendations. Then finally, kat belakang of course ada references dengan appendixes. Okay, so roughly semua thesis pun ada subtopics ni ya. Standardize saja. Okay, so now let's start from chapter 1 ya. So I'm just going to briefly go over lah ya. Kalau kod-kod you ada benda nak, as I said, continue to refine your chapters kan. Writing is a never ending process. Especially senang je sekarang guna Word document tu, nak delete ke, nak edit ke kan, nak cut, paste, move here, move there, you can always change it selagi belum hantar, ada je benda you boleh tambah dan betulkan. So let's begin with the titles. I'm sure your supervisor have approved your titles, but just make sure there are number one variables in each topic. So bila kita tengok title, kita nampak variable yang dikaji oleh researcher ini. So, for example, number one, personal characteristics as correlates to academic motivation. So this is like topic yang quite general lah, not so specific. So what are the variables here? Anybody can answer me for number one. What do you think is the variables in title number one? Personal characteristics as correlates to academic motivation. Taklah sikit, nak pula saya dah cakap. Anybody try?
Motivation.
Academic motivation, betul. Lagi satu?
Personal characteristics.
Right, personal characteristics, correct. And what is the design of this study? You boleh ambil dari tajuk tu. Is it descriptive ke, comparative ke, correlation ke, prediction?
Correlation letter.
Correlation, because clearly the word is correlates. So kalau dalam title kita boleh masukkan dalam title kita boleh masukkan a few ingredients. Ingredients dia Satu ialah variables. So make sure you have your variables in the title, and variables ni selalu juga dia appear dalam your research objective tu lah. Dan yang kedua, the design of the study. So you can use the words such as the relationship between, or comparing between gender. Itu menunjukkan type of study kan. Kalau qualitative, maybe exploring feelings, issues of, explore ni qualitative lah. Kalau prediction sikit, effect of something on something. Ataupun a simple a survey study on what. So selalunya daripada title kita boleh agak the study punya design. Okay. Apa lagi? Include respondents, target respondents atau target population. Okay, ini pun slide lama tak berbetulkan lagi. Semuanya tak ada dalam contoh ni. Target respondents yang bila you letak among school, secondary school students. Ataupun between male and female students. Lepas tu at the university, in university. Kan? So daripada situ kita nampak straight away study ini ialah tentang sekolah ataupun university level. Or among teachers in secondary school in Selangor. Dan location pun you boleh letak. Okay. Now location ni ada dua pendapat. Maybe a few of your supervisors kata mesti letak spesifik macam at SMK section 7 Shah Alam. Ataupun nama sekolah atau nama Faculty of Education UiTM. Tapi saya parti yang kedua, parti yang kedua ni kata location kita jangan terlalu spesifik, because it can be considered as confidential also kan. Kita tengok kalau guru besar kata ini study dekat SMK 7, dia pun tengok dalam bila dia buat study ni? Ya, ataupun output you tu tidak memberansangkan, nanti dia upset ke apa kan. So kita tak naklah isu tu berlaku straight away kan. So make it general ya. Location tu just say at a secondary school in Selangor. InsyaAllah. Betul macam tu pun senang. At a higher education, at a faculty of education in uh, Selangor. Macam tu je lah. Yeah? So, to me, you don't have to be very specific. Yeah? Naming the location. Okay, so that is title. Right, let's go to chapters. Yeah? Chapter 1, ini dululah guideline. Ya? Bila kita bagi markah tu, kita actually go by sub titles. Each subtopics ada markah dia lah, roughly. So maybe this is guideline for lecturers ya, bila the marking. So maybe you can use it also to see whether you have apa panggil, included all the important ingredients. Nak keluar. Okay. So 1.1 is introduction, where you introduce the study, you address what the study will entail and contain all the major points that are actually covered in the document. Yeah. So introduction ni ialah 1.1 ialah introduce the main idea which reflects your topic and which reflect your main I would say what, dependent variable, yeah. Okay, contohnya kalau topik 1 tadi, personal characteristics as correlates to academic motivation, what should be the introduction here? On personal characteristics or on academic motivation? Anybody? What is the issue here? Saya nak suruh you, sorry, what sikit? The issue is on personal characteristics or academic motivation? Apa jawab tadi?
Personal characteristic.
Bukan personal characteristics ya. The issue is on academic motivation. Ya. Sebab kita nak katakan what is the issue? The issue is motivation among students are going down, for example, kan? Ya. So ada banyak factors influencing academic motivation. One of it is personal characteristics. So personal characteristics datang kemudian ya. Personal characteristics influencing or related to academic motivation. My issue is academic motivation of students are going down. So bila write the introduction, my issue problem statement is academic motivation. Okay, let's try second topic, motivation and effect on learning styles. What is the statement of problem here or the main topic here? Motivation or learning styles?
Learning style.
Pandai. Ya. Tapi dia tak semestinya duduk belakang ya. Tapi most of the time kat topik kita tu, benda yang duduk belakang tu ialah isu kita. Ya. So isu kita ialah ada students ada many learning styles ya. And what influence learning style? So in this study, the researcher wants to focus on motivation as influencer of learning style. Yeah, tetapi the issue in introduction is about learning styles, and of course you relate it to learning whatever lah subject yang you tengah study on. Yeah. Okay, let's try number 3. Communication strategy use of high and low proficiency learners of English at a Thai university. Okay. Agak-agaknya ni apa dia punya main communication strategy. Okay, I would think the main issue here is proficiency of English. Isu dia ialah proficiency of English in the country is low ke whatever ke, yeah. And we are focusing on what communication strategies are used by the learners. Okay, so yes, yeah, the statement of problem is proficiency of English in the university level lah. Okay, so macam tu lah lebih kurang ya, bila kita nak menulis introduction ni, kita kena cari dulu apa main issue kita ni ya. Jangan cerita terus kepada the solution tu ataupun the independent variables ya, or the factors contributing to the dependent variable ya, sebab isu kita ialah the dependent variable ya. Proficiency of learning English, low performance in subject science ke mathematics ya. Kalau kita talk about motivation and interest in learning a subject, so cerita dia bukan motivation and interest dahulu. Cerita dia ialah tentang learning this subject. Ya? Kenapa student statistik, kat sinilah you boleh cari statistik, ya? Reports from newspapers ke, ya? From previous journals, ya? The current situation in the country, kan, menunjukkan penurunan performance, grades, ya. Ataupun you boleh kaitkan dengan polisi, ya, polisi dalam education macam-macam kan. Cipher lah for TESOL, ada stream STEAM untuk sciences kan. PJK pula ada polisi apa, satu murid satu sukan kan, is it still working or whatever ya. So benda-benda macam tu lah membuatkan introduction kita tu general and then towards specific. Yeah. So you use plenty of transitional words and sentences from one section to another, as well as subheadings kalau ada, which allow the reader to follow the writer's train of thoughts. Ya, ini nak kata bila menulis macam buat karangan lah ya, dari satu paragraf ke satu paragraf ya. Especially for non-TESOL mungkin susah sikit nak menulis English kan. So use lots of words like in addition, yeah, consequently, ataupun kalau you ada point 1, 2, 3, firstly, secondly, thirdly, ya. Jadi bila supervisors membaca tu dia senang je lah tengok flow dia, and flow of writing always saya tak ada pula. Ni apa tu panggil segitiga terbalik tu ya. Maksudnya kita tulis daripada general ke spesifik ya. Ada orang dia tulis dulu tentang global issues ya. Global issues kemudian baru turun kepada Malaysian issues and then specifically apa yang kita nak buat dalam study kita. Right. So pages ya, for undergraduate production 1.1 ni 1 to 2 pages would be a lot juga ya. Kalau you can write up to 2 pages tu memang hebat lah ya. Kalau 1 pages tu is just adequate ya. Tapi write up to 2 pages would be very good. Okay, then you continue to background of study, where you make a reader understand the reasons for conducting a study and the incidents leading up to the study, discuss existing data on your topic. Okay, so existing data yang saya kata tadi, cari apa report ataupun menteri kata apa ya, ataupun data-data statistik yang menunjukkan performance in certain subject is like this or like that. Okay, so ini kita boleh buat bahan untuk support the current in your background of study. Yeah. Bullet number 3 provides the context from which the study question emerged in the first place. Often the background situates and contextualize the study. So you kat sini lah you nak focus the reader on what is the issue specifically dekat mana. So kita nak kata for example, in Malaysian secondary schools, the performance of ni is going down. Yeah. This is supported by the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Education reporting that bla 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 bla. Macam itulah ya. So kita bawa pembaca kepada background situations and context. Ya, kalau you bercakap tentang university contohnya ataupun recently tentang isu-isu pandemik ke apa sekarang ni pandemik ke, so kita put the context of the study and then a summary of the major findings in the field of interest that cites the most current finding in the subject area. So dekat background of study tadi pun kat introduction dah boleh juga 1-2 citation. Jadi boleh tambah lagi citation yang banyak sikit daripada your literature review yang support the issue. A minimum of 2 to 3 citations to the literature per paragraph. So ini maybe too much lah for undergraduate, tapi kalau you can do it that will be good. Tapi kalau boleh in that section background of study tu 1 to 2 pages tu you boleh masukkan citations yang significant 4-5 citations throughout the paragraph. The paragraph must be a summary of unresolved issues, conflicting findings, social concerns, or educational, national, or international issues, and lead to the next section, the statement of problem. So ini pun idea, what are the things to write in background of study? Fikirkan tentang apa isu yang you nak selesaikan kat sini, bukan nak selesaikan yang you nak highlight kat sini. So unresolved issues contohnya tadi performance of students in mathematics are still low, although many attempts or programs have been made to manage students' performance in mathematics, tapi still it's still gitu-gitulah. Conflicting findings contohnya you nak kata is there any relationship between variable A and B, so you support dengan some studies show that there is relationship significant, tetapi some other studies show there is no significant studies. So this study you want to find out more which one is true, ada relationship ke tak ada relationship. So that is conflicting findings lah. Social concerns maksudnya isu-isu semasa lah. Contohnya we talk about apa, currently there are high reports of stress among students, kan, ataupun apa, high use of social media. Ikutlah topik-topik you, apakah social concerns, again you boleh relatekan dengan current issues dalam masyarakat yang berlaku, and kalau ada report dalam apa tu, newspaper ke news ke, you boleh masukkan kat sini. Then you go to 1.3, problem statement. So problem statement is the issue that you want to focus on based on your research objective. So problem statement ni guideline dia samakan dengan research objective. Research objective you should guide your problem statement punya story lah. Cuma problem statement dalam bentuk paragraph. Objektif ni dalam bentuk statement 1, 2, 3 kan. So problem statement, what you identify as an issue, and with supporting data, again you jangan kata je, there is an increase of disciplinary problems in school. Itu statement yang besar. Mana-mana data yang support dia, ya. Mestilah ada report ke, siapa kata apa ke, ya. What is the problem and how big is the problem? What do you know and don't know? What are you going to do about it and why? So itu adalah menjurus kepada your objective, what you want to explore or determine in this study. Yeah, so describe what is going wrong, the problem. Yeah, describe how you plan to tackle the problem, and then you can identify the gap in knowledge. Okay, so the gap in knowledge or the gap in research ni kita basically macam kata that therefore there is a need to study more about this issue lah. Yeah, something like that. Habiskan dekat hujung paragraf. Yeah. Supaya next you boleh pergi kepada research objective. Oh, ada banyak lagi kat sini. Saya lupa. You can write more here. Okay. Then next kita pergi kepada research objective, research questions and hypothesis. Okay, I remember now. This is guideline untuk beri markah. This is more, you can read, yeah. A guideline on how to write. 1.1 introduction, 1.2 background of study, 1.3 problem statement, ya, C yang saya kata tadi, segitiga terbalik ni, ya, daripada general ke specific, ya. So 1.1 until 1.4 kalau ada purpose of study boleh letak, kalau tidak pun tak apa. So it's a interconnection, ya, between the topics 333, ya. So dia adalah satu cerita yang besar, tetapi dalam setiap section pun dia adalah satu cerita yang kecil-kecil. Ya, so it's a combination. Okay, banyak lagi sebenarnya tadi saya dah terlebih cerita kat depan. Okay, so insyaAllah, ya, you can go through these slides and let it guide you to writing. I want to go to this one. Yeah, so next one kita go to 1.5 research objective, 1.6 research questions and hypothesis kalau you buat quantitative, ya. So in short, nanti table yang macam ni you boleh letak dekat chapter 3. Ya, tapi chapter 1 dia menulis dalam bentuk 1 to 3 kan. Okay. So ini cara untuk kita apa panggil, make sure the writing of research objective, research question and hypothesis ni tidak salah, ya, tidak lari jauh. Okay, let's look at example 1 dekat kolom kolom yang kedua ni, ya. So first we have research objective ialah dalam bentuk statements. For example, to explore the motivation level of school students. Alamat contoh ni pun tak betul, ya. Let me tak betul, dia tak tepat dengan apa yang saya buat. Okay, right. Okay, ya. Statement, okay. I want to say that when you write RO and RQ, make sure you copy paste, ya, not rewrite things, sebab tendensi nanti ialah untuk tertinggal perkataan atau you cari synonyms lain, ya, yang membuatkan research question tu tidak tepat, ya. Okay, so for example, this one, ya. To explore the motivation level of school students, yeah. What are the experiences of motivation felt by secondary school students? So ni dah tak sama, ya. By RO ialah secondary school students. Dia mesti sama, ya, atas bawah. Dan ini tak sama sikit, motivation level bila sampai kat sini, the experiences of motivation. So you better write to explore the experience of motivation among secondary school students. Ya. So, yang paling senang ialah you dah write your research statements ya, dalam bentuk RO, objektif dalam bentuk statement. You copy, ya, lepas tu pastekan dekat sini. Ni siapa yang belajar dalam saya punya kelas research method ni dah buatlah dulu kan. Ya. Copy dekat research questions tapi kita nak transform jadi question kan. So, yang jadi to explore tu kita tukar kepada what are the experiences? Experiences of motivation among secondary school students, question mark. Ya. So ini adalah contoh research objective and research questions berbentuk kualitatif. Ya. Dan kita boleh tahu kalau tengok ROI dan RQ macam ni, kita boleh agak dah dia punya research design nanti ialah dia nak buat interview. Ya. And when it is qualitative, you do not need hypothesis, yeah, because qualitative approach does not require hypothesis, so no hypothesis. Okay, contoh yang seterusnya, example 2, if it is quantitative and descriptive level, maksudnya your statistic nanti just percentage, mean, and average. Yeah. So again, same thing tapi you nak buat survey dan you nak collect data melalui survey to determine the motivation level of secondary school students. Simple. Yeah. So again, you copy paste ni. Copy. Yeah. Paste. Payah type balik. Nanti gatal je tangan nak tukar-tukar. Yeah. So, to determine, you tukar kepada what is the motivation level of secondary school students especially. So, ini pun kita tahu orang ni nak cari motivation level mungkin melalui survey, ya, ada items ranking tu. So, it's called descriptive, ya. So, bila descriptive, dia juga tidak memerlukan hypothesis lagi. So, no need to write the hypothesis. So, when is hypothesis required? When you want to use inferential statistic, maksudnya higher level lah, ya. You nak compare between two groups ke, ya. You nak find relationship between two things ke, ataupun you nak find the effect of A on B. Itu baru pakai statistik. Petang ni saya akan talk about statistik lah, ya. So yang ni contohnya to compare the motivation level between gender ataupun you kena kata between male and female secondary students. Okay, make it more specific. So again, copy. Yes. Yeah. So kalau nak tulis research questions untuk apa panggil ni, inferential, ya, dia ada special sikit, ya. So kalau is comparison, you want to say technically, is there any significant difference, of motivation level between male and female secondary school students, question mark. And dia dapat research questions. Okay. And again, copy paste ni, ya, untuk buatkan hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is a statement, ya. Also, and ada dua jenis hypothesis, null hypothesis ataupun alternative hypothesis. So you can just write one type of hypothesis. This is null. Null maksudnya kita statement dia ialah apa? There is no, ya. Null hypothesis. Saya tuliskan kat sini. Null hypothesis. Maybe you all dah pernah belajar, ya. Dulu-dulu. Statement dia ialah there is no. There is no significant difference of motivation level between male and female secondary school students. Full stop. So ini contoh null hypothesis. Dan nanti kita akan gunakan inferential statistic, which is kalau ini t-test untuk compare lah, score questionnaire tu between male and female students ataupun between any two groups. Okay, nampak ya? So this is the way how to refine your objective research questions and hypothesis. Mungkin boleh tengok balik your parts ni, tengok adakah you telah buat cara. Okay. So make sure you use the correct verb to indicate your objective. Yeah. Kalau qualitative, words like to explore, purpose of analysis you to explore. So you boleh guna many words than explore, ialah to find out, to investigate. Yeah. Kalau qualitative nak to describe pun boleh. Yeah. To determine pun masih boleh lah untuk qualitative. Kalau sama juga, yes, this one qualitative or quantitative, to describe, to pursue, descriptive statistic study. So simple word is to describe or to determine or to specify. Yeah. Kalau quantitative pure and higher statistics, okay. So technically, to find if there is any significant relationship ataupun if there is any significant correlation between between X and Y. Okay. Kalau compare, macam tadi contoh tu, to determine if there is any significant difference. Jadi kalau kita pakai word difference, kita dah tahu orang ni nak compare. Kalau kita pakai word relationship ke correlation, of course kita tahu dia nak find relationship. Tapi kalau dia pakai to make prediction ni, to determine if A can predict B, or to what extent can A predict B, ataupun does A affect B, boleh juga ya. So ini word-word yang menunjukkan oh orang ni nak buat prediction. Dan nanti statistik dia akan pakai regression. Ya. So verb yang digunakan imply your purpose of analysis and the statistic you are going to use. Alright. Okay. I have more guideline kat sini ya. Okay, so make sure you go through. This one is okay. Significance of study. Yeah, how the results of your study can benefit which party. Yeah. So normally you find like 3 group of people that can benefit your party. So normally, of course lah, untuk education kita, students, teachers or lecturers, and then parents ke, ataupun if you are talking about subject or syllabus, maybe the developer of syllabus or the kementerian, kan. So pilih 3 bodies and you can write 1 paragraph each, how students can benefit from the result of your study. how parents can benefit from your result of the study, and how the Ministry of Education can benefit from your result of study. Yeah. So significance ni tak perlu buat banyak-banyak, just about 1 pages pun boleh, ya. Not more. Okay, limitations pun lebih kurang 1.8. How your study is restricted and cannot be better conducted or better done due to apa limitation you. Yeah. So limitation selalunya kita talk about methodology. Yeah. Contohnya, this study only use quantitative technique. Yeah, when in fact, if we do qualitative, we will get more in-depth data. Contohlah, ya. Tapi because of a limitation of time ke, ya. Jangan cakap limitation of your time, busy sangat ke, ya. Tak boleh, tak sempat buat. Tapi limitation of time to collect data in school, getting permission, macam itulah, ya. Limitation of time because the students are busy with the final year examination. Contoh time macam tu, okay lagi. Dia mesti formal, ya. Limitation in terms of sample size, contohnya kan. Ideally, there should be like 200, ya. Sample size, especially kalau quantitative lah, ya. Ikut sample size. Tapi due to, apa panggil, what reasons you boleh create lah, ya. Students not responding to the, you dah distribute dah, ya. Targeted 200 contohnya, tapi dapat hanya 100. So bukan salah you lah, ya. So salah respondents tak participative, ya. Sampling teknik, contohnya bila you buat quasi experimental, kelas you memang tak ramai, ya, especially kelas luar bandar, students dia not up to 30 pun, ya. Kadang-kadang belas-belas pun ada, saya pernah pergi sekolah, ya, ataupun 20 something. So limited in the sample size lah because of the size of school. So itu limitation. Sampling teknik, ya, macam tadi juga lah, ya. Sepatutnya pakai interview tetapi you pakai survey. So sebab semua teknik pun ada apa panggil pros and cons kan. So you boleh talk about advantages and disadvantages, ya. Researchers sendiri macam saya kata tadi lah, ya. Cost ke, time ke, buat make it formal lah, ya, not too personal, and you can write it as your limitation. So ini pun tak perlu panjang, dalam not more than 1 pages, ya. 3 paragraph, just pick from any of the aspect of limitation. Last but not least, 1.9 is operational definitions. How you define and measure the key terms in your research. Yeah? So variable. Okay. Where do you find the key terms? Yeah? Term ni kita dapat daripada satu topik kita. Tengok balik kat topik, variable tadi, ya. Population, keyword correlation ke compare tu. So itu semua you boleh define dekat sini. Ya. In addition, your research objective or research questions pun tengok balik and cari term-term yang important to define. Finish ada for every term, satu term, just 1 paragraph of operational definition. Tetapi dalam satu paragraph tu mengandungi 2 aspek. One is the general definition. 2 is the specific definition. What is general definition? Contohnya motivation. Motivation is defined by saya pakar dalam motivation. So you boleh cari dalam textbook ke, from previous journal ke. Motivation is defined by David Seligman as apa. Ya, technical definition yang kita cari daripada sources kita. 1 line, 2 line cukup, ya. Then number 2 ni specific definition, always start with the word in this study. Ya. How do you define motivation? In this study, motivation is defined as the motivation of students when facing their examination. Contoh, maksudnya motivation banyak, besar, tapi dalam study saya just focus on bila dia nak study, bila dia menghadapi exam. Sebab apa? Motivation ada banyak lagi. You can say, in this study, motivation is defined as the interest that students have, motivation that students have when learning the subject. Ya, lain kan tadi when facing examination, ini when learning the subject. Maksudnya specific definition. Ya, that is measurable in your study. Kita boleh juga relatekan dengan as measured by the survey instrument. Ya, so orang nak tahu dalam study kita tu what we meant by motivation, because motivation general dia besar, tapi spesifik dia kita just focus on one aspect. Boleh ya? So katalah you ada 5 term, so for each term jadi 5 paragraph. Dan setiap paragraph, remember ada satu general definition diikuti dengan specific definition. Okay. Then last but not least ada conclusion. As I said, ya, kalau you buat conclusion ke, summary ke, make it standardized throughout. Okay, end of chapter 1. Ada apa-apa soalan setakat ni in general? You okay? Thumbs up sikit. Nak tanya, ada soalan dah tak? Stop. Ni tadi boleh bacakan ke? Okay, alright. Thank you. You are still here, I hope. Ya. Sorry lah saya proceed je supaya rasa macam nak cepat habis kan. Okay, ada soalan. Mira, did you raise your hand or do you want to ask any question?
No. I wanted to put on the thumbs up, but I accidentally raised the question. Sorry.
Okay, can you follow me? Okay.
Yes, so far it's okay.
Alright, ya. Aisyah nak tanya soalan. Okay, so let's continue. Supaya kita boleh habis cepat nanti petang nanti nak buat lah ya. Okay, let's go to what's this chapter. Okay, this is chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2 the literature review. Okay, now I remember ya, this one. Kalau you tengok table tadi tu chapter 1 pun ada. This is the guideline of all the contents ya, and descriptions, and roughly how we give marks ya, to the students lah based on 15 marks. So kita tengok setiap sub section yang you ada, and then pages ni is guideline lah ya. 1.5 ya, 1.5 bukan 11 pages ya, 1.5 pages and so on. So itu guideline. Okay. Kemudian baru satu the content ya. Dah lama tak buat ni tu yang lupa tu. Alright, okay, sorry. So let's go to chapter 2, literature review ya. So this is introduction to the chapter. Now, subtopics introduction to the chapter ni 2.2 ya. 2.1. It is a short one, yeah. Just one paragraph. Okay. Now, chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5 semuanya ada subsection introduction, ya. Yang pendek. Satu paragraph, kalau panjang sikit pun satu paragraph yang panjang, enough, ya. To introduce readers what will happen in this chapter. Unlike chapter 1 tadi, 1.1 introduction dia, itu special. Ya, chapter 1 the introduction dia panjang, can be up to 1 to 2 pages because 1.1 introduction dia memang introduce the topic. Faham ya? Tapi chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5 introduction dia hanyalah satu paragraph saja, introduce the chapter, what's going to happen in the chapter. Ya. That's why it's only 1 mark. Ya, tapi kalau tak ada langsung tu dia boleh jadi kosong lah. Ya. Okay. Now, special about chapter 2, kita tak ada any, apa panggil, assign topics. Ya. Chapter 2 ni you susun sendiri. Ya, your subtopics mengikut kesesuaian. Ya. Tapi yang perlu ada ialah theoretical background, itu pun a short and sweet one because you are undergraduate, kita tak expect you buat panjang-panjang lah. Ya. Just mention or talk about a theory or 2 theory, that would be good enough. Ya. And then lagi satu yang patut ada, perlu ada ialah conceptual framework. In between ni, however you want to apa panggil, susun, organize your subtopic. Ya. Paling bagus kita refer balik pada research question kita and kita buatkan dia jadi subtopic. 1 sini, yes, subtopic 2 sini. Kita janganlah macam literally copy paste RQ tu ya, tapi kita jadikan dia subtopic lah. Ya. Ataupun ada orang susun dia kat sini ialah variable 1. Ya. Ini ialah variable 2. Ini ialah relationship between the two variable. Lah, ya. So however you want to arrange it, make sure it's just like organized. Ya, nampak ada organisation kat situ. Ya. So yang perlu ada dekat ini, it's called literature review. So this is where you show off your extensive reading. Ya. Kita suka juga tengok, wah, tengok referensi dia sampai 20. Ya. Ataupun alamak tak sampai 10 references dia. So it imply on your extent of reading lah. Ya. Again, citations, references, you can cari articles. Ya. Most often kita require journal articles. Sekarang banyak ada dekat online. Ya. You can go to PITA punya apa, online database banyak ya, tapi dekat Google pun sekarang dah boleh je download ataupun yalah, search for research articles. You boleh guna blogs, boleh ya, kalau yang professional blogs ya, written by professors ya, universities ke, okay. You boleh guna newspaper reports ya. Apa lagi? Facebook ke apa tu tak salah ya, kecuali written by a professional. Okay. So ada cara-cara untuk write the citation ya, and write the references. Itu semua kena tengok pada contoh APA format ya. Kita menggunakan APA, stands for apa? American Psychological Association punya format ya. Okay. So you know what is literature review. So what you do again ya, basically cara menulis ya, kita balik tu ya. From introduction, you carikan subtopik untuk general issues you yang berkaitan dengan topik you. Lepas tu carikan theoretical background ni, 1 atau 2 teori yang berkait dengan your topik. Lepas tu you susunkan subtopik 1 to 3 ya, based on macam saya kata tadi, and always finish with your conceptual framework and then a conclusion or summary. Ya. Okay, let me see what is this conceptual. Ada satu radical tak ada? Conceptual framework. Now, what is conceptual framework? Yeah, conceptual framework is the graph presentation of variables in your study. Yeah. So, dari your research questions tu, you nak tukar dia kepada grafik. Yeah. In short, contoh dia macam-macam ni lah gambar ni. Yeah. So, cari je dalam Google again, yeah, banyak contoh-contoh dan mana satu yang sesuai atau you modify kan mengikut apa yang you nak study kan. Yeah. So the main thing is to put your variables in the boxes. Yeah. So contohnya dekat sini food taste, speed of service and staff performance duduk dalam satu barisan boxes. Yeah. And then customer satisfaction kat ujung. Yeah. Another important aspect is the arrows. Yeah. So arrow ni menunjukkan sama ada kita nak study ini ialah independent variables dia affecting customer satisfaction. Kan? Sama juga macam kat sini ni, sorry. Kat sini stress ya. Kecil sikit. Stress, sleep disorder, trouble adolescence, yeah. All these are independent variable contributing to depression as the dependent variable. Ya. Kalau macam ni dah kompleks sikit lah ya, moderating ni apa, maybe you don't want to use it for undergraduate. So simple one macam ni. So what you have is one graphic dan bawah ni you boleh copy paste your research objective, copy paste here and then elaborate. So maksudnya kita describe or explain what we wanted to do according to the graphic. So we are investigating factors contributing to customer satisfaction. So you talk about food taste, speed of service and staff performance. So kalau tak berapa reti nak tulis tu, again just copy paste your research objective, put in the paragraph and each research objective tu you elaborate sikit dalam bentuk word. Yeah. So inilah contoh a short one ya, conceptual framework. I'm sure you have to read more and try more how to write it if you have not before. Ya, masa research proposal mungkin ada yang buat, ada yang tak buat kan. Okay. End of chapter 2. Yeah. Okay. Last but not least, chapter 3 for the morning. Ya, chapter 4 and 5 nanti saya combine dengan petang ya. Okay, chapter 3 is another most important chapter in your academic exercise because it tells the reader details about how you conduct your study. Yeah? In terms of what design you use, who are your respondents, yeah? Population and sampling, what is your tools or instrument, number 4, how you collect your data, and number 5, how you analyze your data. Okay. So again, remember this table is a guideline on how we expect you to write. Yeah. So, okay, right. 3.1 again, introduction. Yeah. Remember, just one paragraph of introduction. Yeah, half a page. Okay. Now 3.2 is research design. This is where you write about your approach, yeah, whether it's qualitative or quantitative or a mixed method. So again, use lots of citations yeah, in chapter 3 because it's all technical thing kan, bukan you suka-suka buat sendiri, but qualitative is defined as apa-apa and the expert required that quantitative buat apa-apa ya. So You can tell the readers here. 3.3 research population and sample. Yeah. So you talk about who are your target population. Yeah. So for example, students. What kind of students? Secondary school students in Selangor, for example, kan? Secondary school students only lah, ya. Tapi for specific sample, ya, you want to say that for this study, ya, the sample were taken from Form 4 students in secondary school in Selangor. Contohnya tu, ya. So it's quite specific. And remember, sebelum saya terlupa, ya, most of chapters 1, 2, especially 3 ni, you boleh transfer kepada past tense. Ya, dulu masa research proposal, chapter 1 to 3 tu banyak, bukan I will lah kan, the data will be collected kan, the respondents will be given survey. Ya. So make sure you go through your sentences and change all future tense tu kepada past tense sebab you dah buat. Ya. So the survey was given to 30 students in the classroom contohnya, ya. The researcher distributed the survey to, ya, or the interview was conducted among, ya. So make sure, ya, sebab bila you tidak jadikan dia past tense, kadang-kadang bila kita baca tu kita macam syak wasangka pula. Ya, budak ni dah buat ke belum? Ya, dia jadi macam tu lah. Although in certain cases kita tahu yang maybe English tu tak betul kan, tapi sometimes it raise doubts, ya, was-was dalam hati pemeriksa sama ada you have done the work or not. Yeah, so transform everything to past tense. 3.4 instrumentation is where you describe your instruments. Yeah, kalau you pakai survey ke, ceritakan, ya, adakah you ambil daripada past studies, then you can describe lah originator of the survey, siapa yang buat. Lepas tu kalau you gabung antara 2-3 survey, then you cerita 2-3 penama tu, ya. And then you can describe part A, part B, part C ada apa dalam your survey, ya. If you design your own survey questions, also tell, ya, how you design, the steps taken to design your survey. Sama juga dengan interview. Ya, kalau you buat interview, adakah you ambil daripada previous research, fully adopt ataupun adapt bila kita gabung-gabung, ataupun develop kalau kita buat sendiri. Okay. Adakan section on validity and reliability, ya. Not sure what it is. Write dulu the definition for validity, write dulu definition for reliability, ya. Kalau untuk survey macam ni, kalau untuk interview macam ni, and then apply it to your study. Yeah, how you get validity for your instrument and how you get reliability for your instrument. Ya, fahamkan dulu apa yang sepatutnya dibuat, lepas tu apply pada your study. Pilot study, kalau, ya, sempat buat, dah buat, then yes, you can have a section on pilot study. Ya, sama ada you just discuss on how you try out your instrument and how you change your survey items ke, interview protocols ke after conducting the pilot study. Ya, simple one. Tapi kalau you tak buat, tak payahlah, ya. So ini tengoklah ada supervisor cerewet, ya, dia nakkan pilot study tu, tapi kalau you dah buat apa, you kena naik dengan dia lah. Okay. 3.5 data collection. Okay, this one perlu tukar semua kepada past tense lah, ya, sebab dulu masa proposal kita propose nak collect data, tapi sekarang kita dah collect data. So we want to know your detailed description of the steps taken. Ya, kalau boleh kat sini buat je graph, apa tu panggil, insert from chart tu kan, ya. diagram yang ada step, boleh tahu step 1, step 2, step 3. Tapi bila dah ada dalam grafik, kat bawah still kena ada description dia. So first you contacted, you get permission to conduct the study, lepas tu you contacted the participants, lepas tu you met them for interview and so on lah. Ya. So letakkan dalam satu grafik, kemudian write a few paragraphs. Data collection. Data analysis pun begitu, 3.6. How is the data analyzed, described? Ini yang saya katakan tadi, kalau nak senang, buat je satu table where you have your research question or research objective 1, 2, 3. Lepas tu lagi satu kolom, what is the kind of analysis yang you gunakan, dan bawah table tu write 1 or 2 paragraph. Itu cara dia. Ya. Now we have ethics, ya. So 3.7 ethics, kadang-kadang dia boleh duduk bawah ni lah, bawah data collection. I think sebenarnya lebih sesuai. Ethics talks about how you ensure that your research have been done ethically. So you all batch yang dah buat REC form kan? So dah boleh cerita daripada situlah. Ya? Dah isi REC form, dah dapat kelulusan, then you contact your respondents. They are all voluntarily participating in your research. You ada Google form, you ada informed consent, and you tak minta nama and so on. Yeah. So any, for example, of these aspects of ethics, you boleh jadikan penceritaan dalam your paragraph. Yeah. And last but not least, conclusion. Okay, so ini ialah chapter 3. You can use lots of graphic here. Yeah. Population tadi pun macam tu, lupa nak cakap ya. Especially kalau you buat kuantitatif, you nak tunjukkan population dia banyak mana, lepas tu sample size you banyak mana. Kan? Tapi kalau you buat kualitatif pun boleh juga. Createkan table, respondent A, male, umur berapa, apa lagi kriteria yang you cari lah. Respondent B, female, umur berapa, macam tu. Yeah? So lots of graphic make your presentation report lebih menarik. Okay. Ini semua cara-cara menulis. Tadi saya dah macam cerita lah ya. So you can, okay. You can read sama-sama. Okay. Ini semua revisit research things in your research methodology class ya. Kalau lupa ke nak ambil apa panggil write up lagi, boleh carilah kat sini ya. Kalau quantitative, what is it you use in your study ya, descriptive ke, experimental ke, quasi experimental ke, correlational ke, or causal comparative ya. Kalau qualitative, is it phenomenology atau case study ataupun action research ya. So yang ini boleh letak dekat 3 point berapa tadi? 3.2 ya, research design. Okay. Alright, ini cara menulis section ni again. You boleh bacalah ya, sebab saya tadi dah overview. Okay, right. This is how to write the population and sample. Right, for research population, yeah, it can be, for example, Form 4 students from daily secondary school, yeah, or lecturers in a public university, ataupun science trainee teachers in a public university. Yeah. So this is your population, ya, belum cerita lagi berapa ramai, ya, berapa yang you ambil untuk your study, just your target population, right? Dekat sample, okay, tadi target population, target population 3.3.1, ya, under 3.3 population and sample, subtopik dia lagi adalah 3.3.1, the research population. population. So kat sini you describe in one paragraph pun cukup. Who are your research population yang besar tu? Ya. Kemudian 3.3.2 baru you talk about your research sample ataupun kalau dalam kualitatif they call it research participants. Ya. So kalau dalam kuantitatif selalu kita talk about sample size kan. Ya, paling senang you quote aja Courtesy and Morgan table ni. Ingat lagi? Kan? Belajar dekat kelas research methodology ya. So berapa ramai population dalam your research tu dalam target population dan berapa minimum sample size yang diperlukan. Ya, kalau you ikut macam tu baguslah ya. That is like almost perfect. Kalau tidak, tak apa, you just write here. And then kalau kualitatif pula kita talk about apa kriteria of kita punya respondents kan. You nak cari form 4 students yang belajar at maths. Tak ramai kan. So you want to interview a few of them. So the respondents were selected from one school, one class of students taking at maths. Yeah. So apa kriteria dia you boleh ceritalah. And then 3.3 then 3.3.3 ialah the sampling technique. Tadi sample size ya. Berapa yang you perlu ambil. 3.3.3 ialah teknik ya. Remember sama ada you guna kuantitatif ataupun kualitatif ya. You boleh ceritalah ya. Properly ikut. Kalau sampling teknik untuk kuantitatif, you boleh cerita sikit apa dia, maksud dia. Kalau untuk kualitatif, apa ceritanya, and then how you use it, which particular sampling technique, tengoklah mana yang sesuai yang you telah pakai. Is it random sampling atau systematic sampling ataupun proportionate sampling ataupun cluster sampling. Cuba matchkan yang paling dekat atau sesuai dengan apa yang you telah buat kalau you dah collect data. Supaya you boleh gunakan write up ini untuk write in your 3.3.3. Ini kalau kuantitatif. Kalau kualitatif pun begitu juga ya. Did you use convenient sampling ke, purposive sampling ke, snowball sampling ke, ya. I won't repeat what they are, you can just read ataupun kalau tak sure tanyalah ya. Tanya me or tanya your supervisor which one is the one that you had done. So you choose and then you can use the definitions and relate it to what you had done in your study, how you find your sample or respondents. Ya, so itu ialah sampling teknik. Again, I tulis cara menulis ya. So you go through lah. Okay. Dah habis 3.4 tadi ni, instrument pun saya ceritakan. Did you describe, adopt or adapt, validity, reliability and pilot study. Ya. Ada semua kat sini. Okay. This is examples of instruments. Kod-kod lah you ada pakai interview untuk kualitatif mostly. Ya. Focus group discussions ke. Kalau you buat yang kuasa itu, you observe or you just analyze document ke. Yeah? So these are examples of instrument yang you boleh cerita dalam your kalau kuantitatif normally paling ramai orang pakai survey lah ya. So boleh cerita sedikit what is the survey and types of as I said tadi, you ambil survey dari mana ya. Kalau you buat quasi eksperimental ada menggunakan quiz ke, test ke ya. You cerita ataupun ada checklist ke ya. Ataupun you analyze existing data, contohnya grades students you ambil daripada office ke ya. So that is called existing data or document analysis. So, boleh pilih mana yang you gunakan and describe what you had done. Okay, so how to write the section. Okay, now data collection, as I said, include grafik, ya, macam ni contoh dia, ya. Gunalah apa-apa grafik yang menarik tu. You can say step 1, 2, 3, 4 and then you describe underneath in paragraph, ya, what you had done in order to collect data. Kalau guna online ke, face to face ke, ya, all those you boleh ceritakan. Data purpose dia ialah kita nak beritahu orang macam mana kita collect data, so that imagine kalau another person reading it, ya, atau in future your junior reading it, dia boleh replicate apa yang you buat. Ya, dia boleh bayangkan, oh dia buat macam ni sebab you have clearly explain the steps that you have taken in doing your research. Itu purpose kita describe a good detail, ya, in data collection. Okay, and finally data analysis. Ini contoh yang saya kata, include a table macam ni. Ya. Write your research objective, research question. Jangan write copy paste, ya. Remember, copy paste daripada chapter 1 tadi ke chapter 2. Kalau you letak dekat your conceptual framework, and now in chapter 3, make sure it's all the same. Do not rewrite. Ya, kalau you rewrite, ada tendensi untuk you ubah ayat. Ya, you don't need to be creative here. Research objective, research questions, hypothesis, dia maintain aja sama sampai ke habis. Remember, ya. Okay, so you tambah satu kolom kat sini, analysis, ya. So descriptive ke, kalau interview ni by right is apa ni, thematic analysis, ya. Kan, sebenarnya boleh tambah lagi satu kolom sebelum analysis, which is right. Okay, nak insert apa? Instrument. Ya. For example, sini you guna survey. Right, for descriptive. To compare, also you use survey because you get data from your survey. And then interview this one, thematic analysis, of course, using interview. Ini contoh orang yang buat mixed method, ya. So put this table and then bawah tu explain what is in your table by describing the type of analysis each. Okay. Ethics tadi saya katakan, ya, pilih 3-4 points daripada what should be the ethics that you need to observe in doing your survey or your interview protocol, and then you elaborate what you had done, yeah, in order to say that you have followed the ethics to ensure that your data collection is ethical. Yeah. So ni I kata a reminder, the main purpose of chapter 3 is to report what you have done and how you have conducted your study. Yeah. Remember to always consult your supervisor on what he or she expects you to do or write in this chapter. Yeah. What I give you is a guideline yang normally semua orang buat, tetapi your supervisor again, he or she is the one who grades you. Mungkin ada tempat dia fleksibel, mungkin ada tempat yang dia kata no, you must have this or you must have done that and that. So terpaksa follow lah, ya, kalau you hendakkan markah yang mengikutlah hendak dia. Okay, end of chapter 3 habis, I think. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. Ask me any questions now. I think we are done for this morning. Let me stop. Okay, I open to any questions, queries. Silakan. Tanya je yang tak berkait dengan chapter ni pun boleh juga.
Assalamualaikum Doktor.
Hai. Waalaikumsalam. Yes.
Saya Nadira daripada
Mm-mm.
ED 249 nak tanya berkaitan dengan literature review.
Okay.
Okey, untuk literature review ni kalau yang saya buat susunan lah flow yang saya buat adalah introduction, kejap Doktor. Introduction, lepas tu theoretical background, lepas tu baru general issue. Lepas tu yang saya tengok yang doktor tunjuk tu dekat theoretical background tu ada past study and issue related to RQ1 dengan RQ2, RQ3. Tapi yang issues ni saya letak dekat general issues. So saya kena ubah balik ke ataupun
Okay, so what I have here is just a guideline. Tapi kalau you kata tadi, you tulis dulu tentang general issue
saya buat introduction, lepas tu saya letak teori. Teori tu saya letak dalam dua, which is general lah, secara general je. Tak berkaitan dengan, berkaitan juga dengan isu tapi dia general, tak berapa spesifik sangat. Lepas tu yang dekat general issues yang baru saya discuss in detail pasal past study tu.
Okay. Boleh. Cuma saya rasa teori ni dia bukannya datang awal sangat. Kadang-kadang teori ni dia boleh datang selepas general issues. Sebab first you cerita dulu tentang general issues you. Lepas tu barulah dia berkait dengan teori yang kita nak pakai kan. Kalau tiba-tiba kita cakap dulu tentang teori, dia macam jump towards theory first, lepas tu baru kita nak cerita, oh topik kita ialah ini. Nampak tak? So theoretical framework ni should be later, in the middle, not too early. Is that your question? Sorry.
Ya, betul.
Yeah.
Lepas yang, sorry doktor nak tanya, yang general issues tu, saya nak kena bincang pasal apa ya kalau saya akan bincangkan benda tu dekat theoretical background?
Dia relate dengan tadi dekat chapter introduction tu. What is your dependent variable you? Kan?
Oh, dependent variable.
Yes, isu dia ialah sama macam chapter 1. Kita nak bercakap tentang the performance of students decreasing apa semua tu kan. Sebenarnya chapter 2 ni dia macam a copycat of chapter 1 section 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Ya, a copycat, cuma chapter literature ni dia lebih panjang. Dia lebih elaborate. So apa yang kita ada dekat chapter 2, kita ambil sikit-sikit, kita letak kat chapter 1 kan. Dan apa yang kita ada kat chapter 1, kita ada kat chapter 2 and much more. Faham tak maksud saya? So it's not a different thing ya, chapter 1 dengan 2 ni. Chapter 2 ni dia lebih detail, you put you dah summarize apa findings daripada A, B and C. Lepas tu you give your own opinion, a little bit reflection of what is it kan. So dia lebih panjang. So dia reflect chapter 1. Dia bukan a totally different thing. So general issues, again you talk about your dependent variable. Tapi you tambah-tambah lagi lah your sources of citations kat situ. Boleh ke?
Okey, boleh doktor. Terima kasih doktor.
Okey, sama-sama. Okay. Apa lagi nak tanya? Tanya. Yes.
For the pilot test kan, macam mana kita nak determine the sample size for our pilot test?
Pilot test, you dah buat ke belum?
Belum.
Okey, kalau belum collect data. Pilot test ni Kalau ideally untuk master PhD kita kata macam 30 orang macam itulah kan. Tetapi kalau saya untuk undergrad 10 orang pun cukup, 15 orang pun cukup. Ya. Dia macam ni, satu you confirm with your supervisor, ya. How many does she or he says enough, ya. Lepas tu cari pula dalam citation, ya. Research ni ialah bila kita write research, whatever we do, what is correct kalau ada orang lepas yang dah buat. Ya. So bila kita write chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ni, especially chapter 3, kalau orang tanya, kenapa you ambil 12 orang je? Oh, sebab past study have shown that 12 orang is enough. So use citation. Mozilla 2018 say that for a pilot study, a minimum 12 samples are adequate. Macam itulah. So kalau you nak, sebelum you cakap dengan supervisor you sendiri cari citation tu. Yang mengatakan, sebab kadang-kadang supervisor pun tak sure juga ya, berapa nak cari. So dia kata, doktor saya ada jumpa citation ni, dia kata 12 orang pun cukup. So saya cari 12 orang boleh. Macam tu. Ya. Sebab, okay, lagi satu, itu satulah kalau kita nak support our argument for how many numbers. Ya. Yang kedua, purpose of pilot study ini ialah untuk kita tengok satu, instrumen kita okey ke tak okey, dan yang kedua, collection procedure kita okey ke tak okey. Ya, so contoh instrumen kita okey ke tak okey. So survey tu bila kita bagi kepada 10 orang ni, walaupun mungkinlah tak mencukupi, tapi kalau supervisor kata okey, 10 orang pun okey, so you just go through response dia, and then maybe you boleh add on comments. Untuk pilot test ni, you add on ruang untuk respondents bagi feedback. Yeah. Do you think all the questions are okay, easy to understand, too many, so benda-benda tu yang kita nak write up dekat pilot study, nak mengatakan the survey items are okay, understandable by the respondents, ya. Ataupun kalau ada certain items yang masa pilot study ramai je murid tanya, cikgu tak faham ni ayat ni apa, ni ayat ni apa. So itu yang you report dalam your pilot study. Ya. During the pilot study, a few respondents had difficulty with item number 5. So when revisit item number 5, it seems that correctly the term yang digunakan itu susah. So what did you do to rectify? You change the item and find an easier word, ataupun kadang-kadang kita kata you delete the item because many respondents say this is not relevant. So tujuan kita ialah nak tengok instrumen kita tu sebelum kita betul-betul collect data, okey ke tak okey, apa yang kita tambah, apa yang kita edit, apa yang kita buang. Sama juga interview pun macam tu. Kalau pilot study interview seorang pun cukup. Ya. Kita conduct the interview session and kita sendiri merasai. Ya. Question ni macam tak perlu sebenarnya. So you write that in your report lah. Ya. One question is deleted because it's found that it is not relevant. Ya. Ataupun say procedure, okay. Second aspect tadi procedure, ya, data collection procedure, especially kalau you buat quasi experimental, contohnya kan, conduct games in class lah, show video lah, kan, you nak tengok effectiveness of teaching method kan. So you conduct a pilot study in order nak tengok kesesuaian prosedur you. Mula buat macam ni, macam ni kan. Tetapi bila pilot study, you tengok, oh sepatutnya I spend more time on this phase instead of more time on this phase. Ataupun this section tak suitable untuk buat dekat kelas. So what report in your pilot study, what did you do to rectify the problem so that nanti masa data collection yang betul, you tak buat lagi kesilapan yang sama tu lah. So Itu maksud pilot study. Panjang pula cerita pilot study. Okey ke?
Betul.
Okay, faham ya? So, basically how many tu tanya your supervisor ya. Tapi kalau dia minta you cari ramai, terpaksalah you cari ramai ya. Tapi by right, you boleh support your minimum number of samples untuk pilot study. Cari dulu citation. Itu akan menguatkan your argument bahawa pilot study tak perlu pun ramai-ramai. Okay, good. Lagi question? Saya tak sempat mengadakan attendance form ya. Nanti petang saya create the link and give you. Nanti siapa yang datang pagi ni nanti you boleh sign up juga ya. Untuk pagi, session pagi. Alright, lagi soalan? Orang tulis apa-apa kat chat box ke? Saya tak nampak.
Dan dekat chat box doktor.
Apa dia bacakan?
Bacakan. Sekejap ya doktor.
Baca.
Ni dari Nurul.
Sudah.
Dia cakap, Assalamualaikum doktor. Yang operational definition tu, is it compulsory buat dalam paragraf atau kalau dalam point pun boleh? Contoh, 1 Roman general, 2 Roman specific to study. Itu jawapan.
Okay. Operational definition, ideally format dia ialah dalam paragraf. Ya, satu paragraf, ayat tu je yang membezakan. Ya. Bila yang general, kita just kata in general, ya, senang orang nak follow pun. In general, motivation is defined as bla bla bla. Satu, at most 2 ayat je yang paling panjang. Ya. Lepas tu, specifically in this study, dan menunjukkan itu yang spesifik. Ya. Tak payah point 1, 2 lah. Kalau saya tak payah. Alright, thank you. Next one.
Doktor, nak tanya. Berkaitan dengan operational definition tadi, kiranya kalau kita ambil definition tu kena daripada artikel juga ke ataupun daripada website, contohnya Cambridge Dictionary dan sebagainya?
Okay, bagus. Kena daripada formal citation, boleh textbook boleh, journal boleh, website boleh, tetapi tak mahu dictionary. Ya, dulu-dulu kalau you tengoklah thesis kot, you tengok boleh je diorang ni buat dictionary. Dulu-dulu kita terimalah. Sekarang ni kita kata dictionary tu macam can be like general definition of the word, ya. Tetapi dalam research kita nak technical definition of the term, especially construct, kita panggil psychological variable ke apa kan. So maksud dia tu lain sikit daripada dictionary, kamus. Ya, so tak nak pakai kamus. Website, tengok jugalah as I said, website kalau profesor apa-apa yang cakap tu okey lah ya. Kalau setakat Syarifah Musliah ni mungkin tak payahlah. Boleh, okay?
Boleh,
So,
boleh.
dia.
Thank you,
Okay,
Doktor.
you're welcome. Okay, ada lagi tentang operational definition? Tak apa, jalan dulu.
Nak tanya yang operational definition kan ada 2, yang general dengan specific punya. Yang specific tu perlukan citation ke tak? Sebab dia based on kita punya study kan?
Betul, tapi kita punya study tu pun kita dah based on, ada yang based on citation juga kan. Kalau kita ambil instrumen kita based on adopt atau adapt tadi, so kita boleh juga cite ya. Tetapi good question, tak wajib lah. Untuk spesifik tak wajib cite. Tapi make sure you define tu dah mengikut apa yang you nak buat dekat chapter 3 nanti.
Oh, faham. Kira tak ada citation pun tak apalah.
Tak apa, yes, betul.
Okay. Thank you, Doktor.
Welcome. Bagus dah Yuna dah nampak. Okay, next one, soalan. Bacakan.
Okay doktor, dari Zeratul dia tanya, untuk sample size, perlu ke tunjuk jalan kira-kira untuk dapatkan sample size ataupun cukup sekadar nyatakan size sample je daripada size population yang dipilih based on table size determinations by Apa ni? Cratchit and
Kerja,
Morgan.
Kerjesi. Kerjesi and Morgan. Itu dalam tidur pun semua dah faham ya. Dah hafal ni nama Kerjesi and Morgan ni. Okay, ada dua cara. Kalau you dah letak table tu, tapi table kalau letak pun janganlah satu page penuh ya. Just kecilkan ya. Table tak payah dah tunjukkan kiraan ya. Tapi saya tengok ada juga supervisor, especially yang mathematics ke, kan ada orang kan suka formula-formula. So kalau you nak letak kiraan pun boleh juga kan. Ataupun you nak kata you guna maybe some of you know how to use the calculator sample size calculator kan. Ada juga dekat Google ya, banyak. So kalau you nak tunjukkan yang itu snapshot pun boleh juga ya. So any method pun okay as long as kita orang baca faham macam ni cara dia determine how many sample to use. Kan kita create je a table ya. Kelas A, kelas B, kelas C, berapa orang, lepas tu ni population, lepas tu ni sample. So macam sequence of berapa you pilih daripada setiap kelas. Itu kalau you buat cluster sampling lah. Ya. Kalau overall je tu, you boleh je guna any of this lah. Kerjesi boleh, you nak buat formula boleh, you nak buat create your own table pun boleh. Okay. Right, next one. Ada apa-apa tentang sample size ke lagi?
Doktor, contoh kalau sample size kita ambil yang kira-kira pada website, so kita kena cite macam mana?
Betul. Cite lah website tu. Jadi cara nak citation website ada dalam APA kan. You all semua downloadkan downloadkan APA format punya example atau guideline ya. Type je APA format guideline ke edition tak silap saya sekarang 8 kot. 7 pun boleh, 8 pun boleh. So dalam tu nanti kalau tak download pun ada je kat website ya. Ada semua cara-cara nak citation website ke, citation newspaper ke, citation blog ke ya. So kat situlah you gunakan untuk buat reference. And of course dalam write up tadi chapter 3 you bolehlah cite according to website ni ke ataupun according to kalau ada nama dia nama dan tahun. Okay, ya.
Oh, faham. Thank you, Doktor.
Dari Fitriah ni dia kata doktor nak add for pilot study kena at least 30 tak silap sebab bila nak run dalam SPSS dia nak at least 30. Nak run dalam SPSS Fitriah, awak dah buat ke belum ni? Nak run dalam SPSS? Mana Fitriah? Fitriah. Tak ada dah Fitriah. Sebab saya rasa dalam SPSS dia tak kisah pun berapa kita masukkan ya. Dia run aja. Kalau kita masukkan satu nombor pun dia akan run. Kecuali kalau dia tak dapat run tu, yes dia akan tulislah the analysis cannot be conducted due to missing data ke apa ke lah. Ya. Tetapi setakat untuk SPSS ni, okay yes kalau you nak buat reliability test Chromebook Alpha ya, petang nanti saya ajar sikit. Pun saya rasa 10 ke 15 data ke dia okey je run ya. Dia tak kata tak boleh run based on sikit ke banyak ya. Yang tahu salah sikit ke banyak tu dalam reading kita tentang pilot study minimum sample ataupun dalam sampling size kita. Ya. Tu yang kita tahu, kenapa dia buat 5 orang je? Padahal dia sepatutnya buat ni, melalui pembacaan. SPSS dia tak tahu, dia conduct aja, ya. Yang interpret tu kita sebagai manusia yang tahu benda tu betul ke tak betul. Yang setakat saya tahulah, ya. Nanti kalau ada Dr. Farid beri talk on quantitative analysis, you boleh juga tanya dia. Dia lagi terror tentang quantitative. From Nurul, doktor kalau lepas pilot test kita tak tanya pendapat responden tapi kita buat evaluation sendiri, tak apa ke? Bolehlah ya, kalau you dah conduct pilot test, dah habis dah pun kan? Tak apa, you just analyse sendiri respondents punya jawapan tu dan ada benda yang you nampak macam tak betul ke tak betul ke, you just make your own conclusion, okay je kan? As long as dia tidak major perubahan kan. Tapi kalau you rasa ada benda yang major and kalau you belum buat pilot test tu, maybe you want to add a question lah ya from respondent. Bila menulis sedap sikit lah ada pendapat respondent kan. Tapi kalau tidak pun tak apa. Kalau buat survey, as I said, reliability test tu boleh cukup dah untuk apa tu, kita tengok kelompok alpha kita tinggi ke tak tinggi ya. Oh, Fitria kata saya dah cuba, masa tu saya ambil 12, dia nak at least 30. Oh, ada ke contoh Fitria result awak tu? Saya tak pastilah. Kalau ada contoh, tunjukkan apa maksud dia tu, mungkin saya boleh baca. Kalau Fitria boleh share, ada lagi tak? Doktor, sebelum sambil tu saya jawab yang lain dulu ya. Doktor, kalau saya tak run pilot study tak apa ke? Ya, as I said, tanya pada supervisor ya. Kalau supervisor kata tak apalah, ini undergrad je ya. Dia pun tak ada tolak markah banyak ke, no problem ya. Especially kalau you dah lepas, you dah collect data. Tapi kalau especially yang baru nak collect data, saya rasa masih belum terlambat lah kalau you nak cuba. Itu pun jangan malu, tanya je supervisor ya. Especially dah tak sempat tu, mungkin supervisor ada je yang okey kata tak payahlah pilot study ya. Lagi satu pilot study, especially untuk undergraduate ni kita tak berapa strict sangat ya. So you bagi questionnaire you pada supervisor untuk check pun dah boleh consider pilot study untuk expert validator. Ya. Boleh dah ya. So tanya supervisor ya. Jangan tak tanya, nanti tak tahu dia. Data dia kata tak payah, okey je. Ya tak boleh Mat. Okey, Fitria snapkan picture ya. Zakuan tanya kalau questionnaire for pilot study dah okey, boleh proceed collect data lah kan? Betul lah ya. Kalau pilot study, especially you tengok tak ada masalah, supervisor pun kata dah okey ya. And kalau you sempat buat kelompok alpha tu lagi bagus, then kita dah boleh collect data lah ya. Itu tujuan dia pilot study. Okey, saya dah habis baca kat chat box tu. Ada any other question in general? Belum kita habiskan. Okey, kalau ada in case ya, terfikir lagi nanti petang boleh tanya saya ya. Okay, if you don't have any question or you want to stay back and ask me question, okay. For the rest of you, thank you for being here in the morning ya. InsyaAllah teruskan menulis dan mengayat lah ya, chapter-chapter you semua. If anything again I can help, do ask me directly ya. Semua ada nombor saya kan. Okay, insyaAllah jumpa petang ni siapa yang berkesempatan. And I see you lagi. Thank you very much for attending. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Doktor. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Jumpa petang ni.
Thank you doktor.
Thank you.
you, Doktor.
Welcome.
Thank you, Doktor.
Welcome.
Reha cakap thank you juga, Doktor.
Tak boleh bersuara lah tu. Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Doktor.
Okay.